Hi, it's Helena from Indoor Outdoor Gardener, and in this video what I would love to do is show you how to take a plant that is super leggy. This is a golden pothos which cleanses the air. It's one of the hardiest plants that you can get, but unfortunately nobody took care of this properly, and you can see when I say leggy that all these leaves have died and it really doesn't look that nice. So but I would like to show you how simple, how easy it is to cut it back, and then you can clone it, keep it in hydro, and let's get started. Okay, so when I make clones, I don't want to make them this big because they're not going to look nice. So I make them usually about this tall, and what I do is I cut right above the node. The node is where the leaf meets the stem, and I cut at an angle. So here I go, boom. Okay, I'll show you about this later. Now, can I use this? Yes, I can. Here's the node. I'm going to cut above the node. I'm going to put it like that. Now I have all of this that's empty. If you want to have some fun, cut above the node again, and you can really put this in water or hydro, as I say, and new leaves will come out. So don't throw it away. So let's continue to go. I have to go all the way down to where there are no leaves. This is a little bit too big, so I'm going to cut this, put it here. Okay, let's do another one. Should I cut it here? No, too long. How about here? I think so. I'm talking to myself. Never let your plants grow. Anytime you have a vining plant, cut back from time to time, because it's just like your hair. Your hair needs cutting back because as the hairdressers say, you need it, and I say, you need it. Don't be afraid to cut back. Your plants will love you for it. I'm going to take off some dead leaves over here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a dry paper towel. I hold the leaf like this and watch the difference. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. This is very relaxing. I'll do one, I'll do two. Once you do the shine, you don't have to do it anymore. Personally, I don't like leaf shine or mayonnaise because it clogs the pores of the leaves. Does this plant look 1,000 times better? Yes, it does, but I'm just gonna, no, I think this is good. Look, this is a damaged leaf. Should I cut it off? If it bothers you, go ahead and do it. I don't, unless it really bothers me. So now the next thing is, does this golden pothos need water? Do I feel the soil? Well, the soil feels dry, so should I water it? No, because what do I tell my customers? And I do myself faithfully. If the leaves have a shine, if the leaves have body to it, if they're firm in any way, it's telling us that it doesn't need the water. Please remember, it could be dry here, it could be dry 2 inches down, but it could be wet down here. Please remember, the whole purpose of watering a plant is to saturate the roots, but we cannot feel the roots. So what have I done all these years? I've learned going by the leaves. The leaves will tell you. And a plant like this, when it loses the shine and it feels limp, then I water it with my cocktail of Jack's Classic 20-20-20, the additive Verde, and then the hormone Super Thrive. And I water thoroughly. But is it on a schedule? No. Again, only when they feel limp. If I'm not sure myself, I'll wait the other day. My philosophy is I'd rather lose a leaf than to lose the whole plant. So, should I water this now that it's dry? No. I think it looks much better in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. I now have these in the store, and they are plastic vases, and they're very colorful. I have several of them in my house with fresh flowers and clones. I'm going to put water in here, and you can use any vase, any bottle that you have. I love having clones all over. And let me explain something. Why is it that plants can live in water and they don't rot? Well, everybody says we overwater our plants. It's not water that kills the plants. It really isn't. Everything does 1,000 times better in hydro. Why? Because when in the soil, when the soil gets very compact and you're watering and you're watering and you're watering it, the leaves compress against the roots. There's no oxygen going to the roots. It's the lack of oxygen that kills the plants. And in hydro, they have all the oxygen they want, and that's why they do so well. The only thing you have to do is, optimal is changing the water every day. Do I personally? Only with my basil and my tomato plants that I have in hydro. Otherwise, I'll wait a couple of days, I turn it upside down, and I put fresh water in. I don't use fertilizer in the water until I get roots. Now, let me just show you one more thing. This part here is a little bit too long. You don't need it. So I'm going to, boom, okay. And here I have, this is too long. Okay. Very quickly I'll do this. This is okay. This one is a little bit too long. Well, I probably could put in about, I would say a good 15 to 20. I'm throwing this on the, not throwing, I'm putting it on the counter. Watch how I pick them up. And this took me years to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another one. Okay, I'll do 5. Hold it upside down. If you hold it like this, sometimes it's hard to get in. And even if you get a leaf in the water, there's no big deal. So I'm holding it like this, and I'm putting it in the vase. And I'm making sure that the nodes, a little bit more water. Now, in a couple of days, these will be rooted, the golden pothos, and it'll look beautiful. I'll throw this one in. And once this video finishes, I'm going to put all of them in, and I'll show you what it looks like. And you could put the golden pothos any place in your house. Low light, daylight, bright light, or filtered sun. Remember, in hydro, you could take a plant that needs, for example, bright light, put it in lower light in hydro, because again, they have all the oxygen. Thank you so much for listening. Hope sincerely that you've learned something. And you could always contact me at the Indoor Outdoor Gardener at 718-836-2402, or you can always talk to me on Instagram. Thank you. Stay well. God bless.